Hello Year 5, welcome to Lesson 2 of your reading skills this week. So today we will be continuing with the text of Visit the Lost Cities of Ancient Maya. If you want to quickly pause the video and write today's short date in Vipers, we will be focusing on vocabulary again and retrieval today. Okay, so obviously yesterday we read through the whole text that we'd be using throughout the week. Today we're going to reread the part of the text we will be using. Then we'll answer a question all together again, so you can just quickly pause the video and have a think. And then you will have several questions to complete in your books yourself. So, we're going to focus on two paragraphs of the text today. So the first one is this paragraph on Chichen Itza. The most popular and well-known of all Maya sites is Chichen Itza. Dating from the 6th century, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is located in the depths of the Yucatan Peninsula in southern Mexico. It has recently been named one of the new 7 wonders of the world and is one of Mexico's most famous tourist destinations. This may be because the site is just a 2-hour bus ride from the popular tourist resort of Cancun and can receive over 1 million visitors per year. Chichen Itza is actually comprised of many buildings, including the El Caracol Observatory Temple, the Great Bull Court, and the Temple of the Warriors. However, the most recognisable structure is the huge stepped pyramid, which is known as El Castillo, or the Castle. This dominates the northern skyline and is approximately 30 metres high and 55 metres wide. So, as we talked about yesterday, the word comprised means made up of. So the site is made up of many buildings. And the dominates the northern sky. Dominate means to be overlooked by, or something that has a central commanding position. So as you can see in the picture up here of El Castillo, it dominates that whole site. It's kind of the key feature. Okay, Palenque. If you want to avoid the busy Chichen Itza, then why not try the breathtaking jungle ruins of Palenque? This is one of the best examples of ancient Maya architecture in Mexico. The picturesque and atmospheric site is located in the area now known as Chiapas, Mexico, which is 128 kilometers south of Ciudad del Carmen. It is a much smaller site than Chichen Itza, but has some of the finest Maya sculptures and carvings that have ever been discovered. The site was swallowed by the surrounding jungle, but was excavated and restored, so it has now become a world-famous archaeological site. It is said that less than 10% of the total area of the city has actually been uncovered, which means there are more than 1,000 structures still hidden. The most famous structure in Palenque is the Temple of Inscriptions, which is so called due to the many symbols found preserved in the temple's structure. So let's quickly recap those words again. So picturesque is something pretty, something nice looking to the eye, beautiful. And atmospheric is something that creates an atmosphere for someone. Could be calm ambience, just creates that atmosphere for the visitor. Ciudad is a Spanish word for city. And preserved means to be maintained in its original state, so it hasn't been touched, it hasn't been changed in any way. So the question I want you to just think about for 1 minute, feel free to pause the video, is what does it mean by the site was swallowed by the surrounding jungle? So if we look here, the site was swallowed by the surrounding jungle but was excavated and restored, so it has now become a world famous archaeological site. So what does it mean by it had been swallowed by surrounding jungle? Okay, so it's a bit of personification there. So what it means is this means that the site of Palenque had been taken over by, or engulfed, or completely covered with trees and jungle, and making it almost hidden. And obviously it would have been unvisitable by tourists. Okay, obviously they took all that out, restored it all, and made it that famous site which people visit now. Okay, your questions today to complete in your books. 7 questions again. Number 1, which is the most popular of the ancient Maya sites? 2, give 3 reasons why Chichen Itza has so many visitors. And 3, what does the word comprised mean? So we talked about that one. 4, name 2 of Chichen Itza's buildings. There may be more than 2, but you can pick 2. And then the next 3 are about Palenque. So, the text describes Palenque as atmospheric. What does this word mean in this context? We've also talked about that word today. The Palenque jungle ruins are described as breathtaking. How does this word help to create a picture in the reader's mind? So you need to kind of explain why that word is useful to the reader. And 7, what is the most famous structure in Palenque and how did it get its name? So pause the video here. If you go into Teams and Files, the text and the questions are on a Word document there if it's easier for you. Okay, and then come back to see if you've got the answers and give yourself a tick at the end. Okay, brilliant work everyone, great effort. So here are your answers for today. So number 1, Chichen Itza is the most popular site. Number 2, it is three facts. It is the most well known. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was named as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and it is near to the tourist resort of Cancun. Number 3, your vocab. The word means to consist of or be made up of. Number 4, you could have any 2 from El Caracol Observatory Temple, the Great Ball Court, the Temple of the Warriors, and El Castillo. Number 5, atmospheric means to give a certain feeling or atmosphere. In this case, it could become mysterious. Number 6, it makes the reader feel like it is a beautiful place which will literally take their breath away. So that is the meaning of breathtaking. And number 7, it is the Temple of Inscriptions, which got its name due to the many symbols found preserved in the temple's structures. So great work if you've got all those answers or even a majority of them. Well done. I will speak to you tomorrow in lesson 3 of the reading skills. Have a good day. Bye 5.